Hi, my name is Jeana and welcome to my channel! Today I will be doing a review / first impressions on the new Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. This product just launched on January 2nd and I'm very excited to tell you all about it. The product contains 0.2 fluid ounces / 6 milliliters and retails for $34. There are 22 shades ranging from a porcelain fair skin to deep tones. When you look at the swatches online, it is very difficult to find your shade. So I would recommend going into the store and shade matching it yourself. This concealer claims to be a full coverage, weightless, and waterproof concealer with micro spherical powders that blurs and brightens for up to 16 hours of skin perfection. The coverage is full and the finish is natural. It says this is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin, so essentially everyone. This is supposed to be a crease resistant, light reflecting liquid concealer that blends seamlessly into the skin and diffuses the look of pores and fine lines. A little bit about my history with concealer and my skin type and my under eye specifically. I have combination skin, meaning that my T-zone gets fairly oily, however the rest of my face stays pretty normal or dry. It's mainly my under eyes. I also have a very olive skin tone, meaning that I have trouble finding complexion products because they either lean too yellow or too pink. And I don't want any of those. I have never found a cruelty-free concealer that works perfectly for me. So when Hourglass announced this product, I was very excited because I didn't want to get their stick concealer. And I already had the veil retouching fluid. And the stuff is good, however it's not full coverage. As I mentioned earlier, the Hourglass swatch photos do not look that great. I had a lot of trouble figuring out what shade I was. I ultimately decided that I wanted to pick up Sepia, however it was sold out online, so I decided to just go in the store. Also, Hourglass posted up this chart. And I was even more confused because I wear the shades Shell and Nude. It's kind of a big range. Right now I'm closer to the Nude shade, I would say. I was wearing the shade Shell last winter, but I guess right now I am not that pale anymore. Let's just get into my experience. My plan for today was to go to Sephora, get the product, come back here, apply the product on camera, and see how it worked out. Instead, I walked into Sephora, found the display, and a worker came up to me and asked if I needed help, and I said yes, I need a shade match. And she was like, great, I actually work for Hourglass, so I know what's up pretty much. So her and I were chatting for quite a bit, and we ultimately decided that Beech, where'd it go? Oh. Beech was my shade, which was not what the photo that Hourglass posted recommended. Who knows? Originally she put on the shade Fawn on this eye, and it was very yellow and very much the wrong color. It's very brightening. Now let's just get into the clip I filmed when I got in my car after she applied it. Hello. So this is not the plan at all. I was supposed to go into Sephora, pick up the concealer, and put it on at home. However, I ran into an Hourglass worker and she shade matched me and just did my base makeup. And I'm looking at it for the first time in natural lighting. Obviously, Sephora has certain lighting, the mall has certain lighting, and oh my goodness, I look so good right now. I'm so impressed. I walked into my car and then looked in this, you know, fine mirror here, and I knew I needed to start vlogging right away. Oh my god. Oh. In the store, I wasn't sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. In this mirror, there's different parts of my face that look darker than other parts. I'm not sure if that's the concealer or just bronzer and such. Up close, it kind of looks a little orange. I don't know if that's bronzer or not, but I really like the way it looks. I also ran into Kim Tai. I didn't run into her, but I saw her at the mall I was at. Instead of redoing my makeup, since it is 4 o'clock, I believe the artist applied it on me around 3:30. I'm just gonna do check-ins as it is. She did powder my face and she did the rest of my makeup. I don't have any foundation on, so this is just what we're working with. I was feeling really iffy in the store, oh my gosh. And now I love it. That's crazy. Alright, now it's 6 p.m., 6:13, and I'm gonna check my concealer again. I forgot to mention that when I came home in my house, I looked in the mirror in my kitchen and I literally, and I told myself the same thing I told myself in the car. Oh my god, this looks gorgeous. So take for what you will. Anyway, it looks pretty good. This is actually a really good shade match. It looks great in the monitor right now. There's a little bit of creasing, but my eyes already creased beforehand. Tomorrow I will be applying this concealer, doing my regular routine. Also, just to let you know, I use a lot of Hourglass products, so most likely this product is meant to go along with those products. I'm gonna actually get up close for you to see the concealer now. Oh my gosh, she put the powders on my face and my skin just looks glowing. Can you see the concealer on my skin? She also put it on the T-zone a little bit, around here, to just even out my skin. It's 12:36 right now. I thought I started seeing a little bit of grayness, but obviously here you can't see that. Actually, when I look in the mirror here in my room, I don't see that at all. My oils are starting to break up the makeup a little bit. You can kind of see the texture I have on my skin. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I like it because the color matches so well, or the fact that it's actually a good concealer. This is gonna be what I figure out tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you then. I just realized that I left my mic on. I'm here to do my base routine. This is the current routine I have as of this winter. I don't think you're really interested in what I'm using, but it will all be listed down below. My skin has been dry, so I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer Base Hyaluronic. Just gonna apply that all over. Then I go in with the second primer, which is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I love this. Next, I will go in with foundation. Recently, I've been using the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, but today I want to use Hourglass to really see how the concealer performs on its own brand. Now I'm starting to worry that this shade won't match, but we'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna carefully take it out because I can already tell this product will get messy. And I'm just gonna apply a couple of dots under my eyes and around my nose. and on my chin. I think that should be enough. I usually use a brush to conceal my under eyes, however that brush was very gross, so it's with my other brushes that are being washed right now. Or I guess I already washed them and now they're dry. Anyway, I am just going to take the foundation brush and spread it around. Oh wow, that's really nice. Dang, that is really nice. Oh my goodness. Recently, I haven't been using concealer and instead I've been using like a color corrector. I've been using the Eve Pearl color correctors in the medium shade. And typically I would use the lighter one underneath my eyes. But obviously today I'm testing out this concealer. So I'm just gonna use the darker shade to correct around my mouth. As that dries for a little bit, I will do the rest of my routine before I powder, meaning that I'm just going to do my contour. Do you see that? I got an H. Now I will be taking the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder and setting the rest of my face. Okay, my concealer looks pretty good. I'm going to do the rest of my routine and come back. I'll do contour. Makeup Geek and Kathleen lights. Finally, I'm going to be taking the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette and applying that to my face. Here's a closer look of my face. I realize I probably should have, you know, zoomed in during the concealer part, but it's fine. My skin looks really glowy here. As for the concealer, it looks really good. I'm excited. I'm not sure if I will do check-ins all day, but I'll just let you know when anything changes. I don't think it will. I think this is a very good concealer, and I'm really glad I picked it up. At this point, of course. I will probably update you in a month. Alright, I'll see you then. Hello! It's been a few days, and I have tested out this concealer every day so far. But here are my final thoughts, because this video is way too long. Pros: this concealer is very pigmented. I would not do the triangle concealer method of highlighting. That's just way too much. Please follow the instructions, just 1 to 3 dots, and you're good. This concealer does have a natural finish. I really enjoy it. I'm not sure if that's because I use other Hourglass products. Their veil powder and their ambient lighting powders do have a radiant finish, and it looks very natural on the skin, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, if you set the concealer with a very matte powder, it will look matte. I have set this powder every day I used it, but I also think it will be able to perform really well without setting it. Now for the cons. I don't like the packaging. I take it out very carefully every time I use it. I'm really trying hard not to get product around the little area where you twist up, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get messy. But it's a good product. I would buy again. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Okay. This is the same packaging as their lip glosses, except the applicator is in a different shape. It's just something to note. Yep. I can imagine that this concealer will get very messy in the tube very quickly, because the ones at the store were already very all over the place. And it's only been a couple of days, so there's that. And the cost. $34 is not cheap. Hourglass is a luxury, cruelty-free brand, so the price is up there with all of their other products. So I think the price is a little bit high for the everyday consumer, but I do think this is a product that is really good. It's definitely worth being in your staple makeup bag, and I really like it. But again, it's just my opinion. I'm wearing it today. I've been wearing it every day. I really think that it's gonna replace the concealers I was using. Just as a side note, I use this concealer with a color corrector underneath, the Eve Pro one I showed earlier in the video, and it looks great. But on the Hourglass website, they do mention that there are shades in this collection that are color correctors, and you could just layer those two together. That's it. I like this concealer quite a lot actually. Hourglass doesn't disappoint me. I hope this helps you make an informed decision. If you like this video, please support me. Follow me on my Instagrams. If you want to subscribe, please do. My latest video will be here, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This concealer is so good.